Michal, you just tell me or let me know if I'm pushing too hard, okay? You okay? Don't go to sleep.
Just kind of like a little circular motion you were doing there.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go over this all again too. Wait! Let me move it. That's good though that you can pull it out and in. So you see how I'm just moving it out to the side and then back in. So we're keeping the flexibility of the groin, outer part of her hip. Good. Too much? You're fighting it, that's why. Don't fight it. Just let your leg move. Good. Okay, good. Are you okay? Is that pressing too hard? Okay, so again, the motions that we're gonna want, I don't know if you're gonna want them on video, that's...
Okay, wait. Okay, go ahead, say that.
Okay, so you're gonna want 10 times at each joint, okay? You've got the 3 different joints of the legs. You've got the ankle, the knee, and the hip, and they all move in slightly different directions, okay? So we're gonna start with the ankle, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the ankle up and down, in and out, and just try to do some little circles this way, okay? Then we're gonna take the knee and we're gonna bend it up and down, like this, which also works at the hip because the hip is coming up and down as well. And then we're going to work on opening up the hip, doing a little bit of circles at the hip, and then rotating the hip.
Okay, and that's 10 times you said?
Yeah, 10 gentle rocks up and down. Okay. So we'll start at the ankle first, and you're going to have to get a grip that works well with you guys. Whatever grip works the best. And it's feel. Some days she'll be fighting a little bit more, some days she won't. So you got to get a feel for how to hold her, I guess. So the first thing you do is just support underneath the ankle, and I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to rock it up and down. Up and down. You can see it's a very distinct up and down motion at her ankle. She can almost get to neutral, and that's the important thing, maintaining this motion right here. Because if she can do that, then she's going to stay straight. She's going to be able to stand. Okay? So up and down 10 times. Just like this. And then I want to switch my grip a little bit to the inside of her foot. And I'm now going in and out. And it's a very subtle motion. I know. But we're just trying to rock in and out. Just like that. You see how her foot goes in and out? Okay, very important to keep that motion there. Okay, and then we're going to do, then we're just going to try to do some circles just to kind of encompass every direction. So I'm going up and in and down and out, up and in and down and out. So you can do one direction, you can do the other direction, just like that. Then from there I'm going to switch my hand, so I'm cupping her heel, supporting her knee, and I'm going to move up and down like this. So this is 1, bending and straightening her knee, up and down, and 2, it's bending and straightening her hip as well. Now me, I'm a little stronger, so I can just use my arms to do this motion. You may want to get into it and really lean in and pull down, and lean in and pull down. When I get to the top here, I'm going to want to do a few circles just to keep the hip loose. Circles this way, you can do circles the other way, you can do large circles, you can do small circles. Okay. Then from there I'm going to slide the hip back down, and we're just going to work on opening and closing. Opening and closing. Try not to fight, so a lot of times she's going to want to help with this, and that's not the purpose of what we're doing here. That's a different type of exercise. Good, so you go back and forth, and then the last one we're doing is rotation at the hip, but we control it at the knee and the ankle. So right now it looks like I'm just moving her knee and ankle, but in all reality what's moving is her hip. She's moving right in here, it's going like this. Keeps that flexibility. The knee and the ankle are actually just going along for the ride right now. Good. You do that a few times, and that just maximizes the motion at every joint. So the same thing's true. Michal, we're going to work on your arm here for a second. A lot of her arms she can do for herself, but opening and closing her hand, bending and straightening the elbow, rotating the elbow. A lot of people don't realize that that's a motion, but opening and closing a door, just like that. You had the bending and straightening of the elbow, and then you had the shoulder lifts. The only shoulder lift that you really need to be concerned about is this kind of 45-degree angle. You don't need to come straight up, you don't need to go out to the side. You just want to make sure you can lift at this kind of 45-degree angle away from the body. That encompasses both motions. Perfect, just like that.
Very good, Callie.
So she can do it on her own, or you can help her. You can support her at the elbow and give her a little extra push up and down. This would be more appropriate on her left side. Up and down like this. Good. You'd be here. You can bend and straighten the elbow. Good. Just to make sure that she's still got that motion. And then you would take her hand and you can rotate it in and out. This is an action at the elbow. And then you say, can you open and close your hand? Can you make a fist and close? Open, open, and close. Good. If you want to get a little bit more technical, can you touch your fingers like this? There you go. Touch each finger with your thumb. Works a little bit on dexterity. Okay. Obviously more active on this side than on that side, but you know, on the left side you'd have to be a little bit more. You have to do a little bit more. I don't know if what you saw there. We're going to sit back down for a second. So I'm not over her, and my legs aren't straight like this.
Yeah.
Pull her. I'm here, so I pull her close to me. So I'm giving that back pressure.
Yeah.
And then from here, it's my legs that are doing the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's coming up.
So you don't put your leg in between.
Not always. Some days I might. It just depends on nice and tall. Just depends on the feel that day.
Yeah. Well,
I'm bigger though.
Yeah.
So
and the girls, you can lose your balance easy that way. That's why I
right.
Okay.
Back. This is your...
Alright, nice and tall. So here, I'm controlling her with just one arm, right? Because her weight's going that way. So right away, we know we can move this leg a bit. So take a little step. There you go. So she did that for me. But I don't know if it's because I gave her cueing, because she trusts me, I'm not sure. But I'm giving her the room to move. Okay, and now with the left leg, I'm going to shift her and give her a little bit of a twist. Okay, take another step. Take another step. Yep, take a step, darling. With this leg. Step with this leg. There you go, good.
That's a girl.
And then I'm gonna, see how I lifted her leg back? Good. Okay, so from here she's straight. Okay, reach back. Let go here. Grab the chair.
No, she can't do that.
What is that?
I guess she just can't.
She was just going to.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, grab the chair. And lower yourself nice and slow.
That helps.
Good. Good job. Takes a little stress off you from her pulling you down. Encourages proper technique. May not work every time.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm stronger. My right arm did a lot of work there.
Yeah.
A lot of work. The safest way would be to stand her, get her onto the toilet, let her rest for a second, then stand back up, pull her pants down, and then sit back down. Right? It's much harder to stand her, turn her, pull her pants down, then have her sit, because you're getting tired as well from holding her. You both can take a little rest. Because it's much easier just to stand and sit. Right? So that's what I would... So there's two types of transfers. One where you're training, where you're saying, let's stand, let's rock, let's turn, let's sit. And then there's the other time where you just need to get there. Right? You just need to get there because, you know, she needs to go to the bathroom, or she's wet, or she's not cooperating, or
she's weak.
Or weak, whatever it may be. You just need to get from A to B. Okay? Alright. Cal, give me a hug. Alright, very good. I'm just going to reach underneath. Here we go. So I'm using my legs. My back is straight right now. I'm not hunched over. And I'm giving back pressure with my hands. We're going to come up. And we're going to turn. And we're going to sit.
One.
Nice.
One motion, up, down, turn. Once she's here, then I can fix her. Okay? Her legs aren't going to get twisted, aren't going to get caught, because there's a lot of room here. So even if it's, you know, you're here and you just kind of get thrown this way, your legs are only going to do that, which they're not going to get hurt. Just maybe a little uncomfortable for a second, but you're not going to get hurt, and it allows everybody to get from A. So the 3 motions that you want to encourage when sitting in a chair are ankles up and down. If she can do it, great, where she just lifts her heels up or lifts her toes up. Kicking, which would be like this, and then marching up and down, up and down. Whatever she can do, that's great. Your true flexibility exercises are going to be done in bed. These are just for active motion. So for a little bit of just don't hit yourself in the face and down. Okay? Yep, hold on to it and let this hand come along for the ride. Go ahead. Squeeze tight on this side, pull it up and down. Okay? So the shoulders you've got up and overhead, elbows you've got here, and then even with the wrists you can do the same thing we were doing in the bed, which is up and down with your wrists. You can do open and closing your hands. You can do touching your fingers. And just do the best you can with it. These are the active.
Whatever she can do on her.
Right. Whatever she can do on her own, that's what she should do when she's in the chair. There's no need to do this with her because you're already doing that with her in the bed. What you should do is have her do it herself. Give it a kick. Good. Just like that. Do that a few times. Can you march it? Can you lift your knee up? Up. Yep. And even that little motion is really good. And then the ankle as well. Can you come up on your toe like a ballerina? Like this. Up and down. Like this. Up and down. Up and down. Okay? And whatever she can do.